Alright, fellas. What did we just witness? Canelo Alvarez just made his big return in Saudi Arabia, and what was meant to be a victory lap to build hype for his mega fight with Terence Crawford ended up being, well, kind of a dud. 2 days. In a row now, boxing fans have had to sit through back-to-back main events that were more chess match than combat. Fighters just circling, staring, feinting, but rarely throwing. And tonight, it was Canelo and William Skull giving us 12 rounds of that. I'm Kloster, and if you're new here, this channel is your one-stop shop for everything boxing. Hit that subscribe button so you're always in the loop. Let's break this down. Now, in another reality, we might have been watching Jake Paul versus Canelo tonight, but the Saudis made sure that circus didn't distract from what they really wanted, a build-up to Canelo versus Crawford. And to get there, Canelo needed his IBF belt back. That's how this matchup with Skull came about. Skull held the one belt Canelo needed to be undisputed again, and that was because the IBF stripped Canelo last year for not facing his mandatory, which just so happened to be Skull. Canelo fought Berlanga instead, so the IBF handed Skull a title shot against Shishkin, and he walked away with the belt. But let's be real. Skull was a mystery man coming into this. No big fights, no huge wins, not even a major televised bout to his name. Still, he had the belt, and that meant he was holding a golden ticket. The hype for this fight was practically non-existent, especially with all the other chaos in boxing this weekend. And to be honest, the fight itself didn't do anything to spark interest. From round one, it was obvious what we were in for. Skull backpedaling, Canelo stalking, but with zero urgency. Canelo started slow, like he always does, but he never shifted gears. He followed Skull around without cutting off the ring, rarely committed to combinations, and barely landed anything meaningful. The most damning stat. Canelo landed just 8 power shots to the head over 12 rounds. 8. By the end, both guys had landed 55 punches total. That's it, in a title fight. An undisputed title fight, no less. Let me give you some perspective. This fight broke the all-time CompuBox record for the least amount of punches thrown in a 12-round bout. That's not just underwhelming, it's historic for all the wrong reasons, and to make matters worse, the result was basically decided before the final bell. Canelo was handed a championship t-shirt and the belt before the official scores were even announced. Like, come on, at least pretend there's suspense. Now, did Canelo win? Sure, he did just enough. But did he look like the same Canelo that dominated the sport for a decade? Not even close. And I'm not here to roast Skull either. He didn't get rocked, didn't get dropped, barely got touched, really. He went 12 rounds with Canelo on the biggest stage of his life and left without a scratch. That's more than most can say. But now, let's talk about the real reason this fight existed. Canelo versus Terence Crawford is now official. September, Las Vegas. And whether you love or hate how we got here, you're watching it. It's one of those rare crossover mega fights that demand attention. Of course, there are legit concerns. Crawford's moving up in weight again, big time. Canelo's a much bigger guy, but at the same time, this isn't the freshest version of Canelo we're seeing. He's aging, he's slowing. And the same can be said for Crawford. This isn't prime versus prime. But it's still a spectacle. And sometimes, that's enough. If there's one thing tonight made clear, it's that Canelo can't sleepwalk through a fight like this against Bud. He'll need to show up in a way he just didn't tonight. He'll need to bring the fire because Crawford won't be jogging for 12 rounds like Skull did. This will be a fight. If Canelo does get past Bud, options like Eubank Jr. or Hamza Shiraz are reportedly on the table for the next bout in his Saudi deal. But let's be honest, neither of those names really move the needle. Right now, all eyes are on September. Canelo versus Crawford has the potential to be a fight of the year, but only if both guys show up and go for it. Based on what we've seen lately, that's still a big if. But what do you guys think? Did Canelo still look elite to you? Is he slowing down? Or was this just a bad matchup? And how do you see that Crawford fight playing out? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit like and subscribe. It helps more than you know. Appreciate you all for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.